Space. Right now. Give each other space. Alright. Looking good. Looking good. Alrighty. 80 laps to distance here tonight for the Granite State Derby for the second running of this race. So this will be a significantly longer race. Pretty long race, I would say, here from an Adnock, but I think we got it. I'm gonna be honest, this feels like the Daytona of the modified, so. At least in this series, not in real life. I don't really know what the Daytona of the modifieds will be in real life. I guess it would be New Hampshire. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but they ran on a fucking backstretch. Loudon is a super speedway to the modifieds. Same with Richmond, if you believe that or not. Well, I don't know if Richmond is a super speedway, but it is one of the 3 tracks on the schedule where draft is a factor. There are only 2 other racetracks with that. North Wilkesboro and Loudon. Alrighty. Going live. Alrighty, folks, we are live here from Monadnock Speedway for the Granite State Derby, the second running. Dale Ross claiming pole here from the legendary High Banks, looking to defend his crown. 2-0 here for Crucian. Can he bring it home for 3-0? We shall see. Is everybody ready to go? Green flag racing here from Monadnock, New Hampshire. I think we are. Oh, well, Shuffle has a little bit of choice words before we go green. Already voicing displeasure for stuff that hasn't happened yet, but that's okay. Remember, guys, lift. That is going to be your best friend today. Lift. And I don't mean the gym, but the gym is also fine too. But lift, especially on these first few laps here. Once we got at least 10 or so laps in, that should be around the time that we're strung out and people can start really digging in. But we got a long race here. Don't worry about the first few laps. Just keep her steady. Do what you gotta do, but don't be stupid. Countdown is out. And here we go. Green flag is out. Here from Monadnock. Seeker's going to go wide out of turn 2. That is going to cost him a little bit of time. Robomacer going to get a good jump on that start. Accrucian tiptoeing his way through 3 and 4 on the inside lane. He's got the advantage coming up into 1 and 2. Side by side they run around, but Robo's going to pass him on the outside. Holy crap. It is getting a little racy up here at the front. Robomacer going to slide back into that inside lane. Shuffle and Fire going to get into it. Shuffle's going to be open to that inside lane as the Christian runs wide. He'll get the better entry, though. He's going to try to pick off 2 cars. Down to 2. 3 wide down the back straightaway. They run into 3 and 4. Shuffle's going to get loose. Door banging with Robomacer. And Robo's going to get shoved all the way back up to 3rd. And that's going to leave a Crucian to swing away with the great pickings of first place. Shuffle and Robo hanging close behind. Careful not to let him out of their sights. A Crucian runs wide. Here comes Shuffle knocking at his door. Has a front bumper underneath him. Side by side they run out of 1 and 2. A Crucian's got the better run off the top. Side by side for first place once again. That is going to be Robomacer and Shuffle. A Crucian, you got to get time. I saw that you went in the grass. Please give time. good. Back to the battle at hand. Robo's going to get a bump from the 97, 3 wide down the front straightaway. Shuffle's going to get majorly mixed up there. He's going to almost collect Robo with him. Pack race for the lead right now between Shuffle, Robo, Northern, Accrucian, and Fire. God damn. Action-packed first few laps here. And we are not even 10% of the way through the race, and Robo has already strung himself out pretty substantially here. He's going to lose a lot of ground out of 4, though. Messes up his exit. Shuffle's going to try to put Accrucian underneath. Not going to work. He's going to get his way through the inside lane. Now he's catching up to that 12 who's sitting up in the front. Accrucian hungry for win number 3 here from an Adnock. Robo's going to check up big time up the inside. Here comes Dale Ross. Side by side, Northern was in the grass. He's going to lose a lot of time though. Remember, keep it out of the grass. Oh, a little bit of contact there between the 12 and the 97. The 12 gets majorly shoved underneath the yellow there by the 97. I'm sure the 12 is going to have some choice things to say about that in a few laps or so if he can catch up. The one thing you do not want to do is give Dale Ross a chance to have breathing room here at this racetrack. Robo not letting him run away quite yet. Still has him in his crosshairs. A little bit of a lag spike heading up into 1 and 2. And Robo just does not have a response yet for that 97 machine. Meanwhile, he's going to be under fire from the 15 in this 3rd place spot. Side by side, they run to the line there. Robo's going to have about a nose on the 15. He's going to brush him up the racetrack. Shuffle's going to take the 2nd place spot. And now the field is thoroughly strung out as we are almost up on lap traffic already. Float already exiting out of turn 2. So this might slow up Dale Ross just enough for Shuffle and Robo to make another run and lunge for that race lead. Wide exit there for Accrucian. Shuffle making up some ground there. He's still within a 500th of a second. I believe that's how you say that. Nah, I'm sorry, Gib. Once quali's over, it's... Nah. Alright, side by side for 2nd. That is Shuffle and Robo. Robo's going to run majorly wide. Here comes Northern. Racing up the inside. He's going to try to take 3rd. He's going to get loose off the inside of Robo Mesa. Blue flag for float here in about a corner or so. Blue flag float. You got Accrucian coming up. Dale is definitely starting to significantly pull away from the rest of the crowd. Float's going to run wide. He's going to let him through. Float, you got a couple more leaders coming up on you. That is Shuffle, Northern, and Robo. Blue flag still. Blue flag. Oh, Robo almost punts Northern right up into Float. Not quite clear yet, Float. You still got Northern. Northern's going to make his own way by. Clear for now. Float, you have fire up on you. In about a corner, you're going to need to let him by in turns 1 and 2. Never mind, he's pretty far back. Blue flag will be rescinded there for now. And we're going to go back to this battle for 2nd. Robo and Shuffle have been locked in a heated battle for about 20-ish laps or so. Side by side, they run for second. Robo's going to get shoved underneath. Shuffle's going to back off, though. Shuffle being very physical, very vocal for the way he's been raced these past 2 weeks. He is not having any of it right now. Shuffle knocking at Robo's door. Can't quite make a run. Float trying to get his lap back. Not going to work. Can't quite get there on Northern. And I think Northern has missed a sector or two. Because he's running in 4th, Fire's in 5th. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that Northern, you have definitely missed a sector. Please keep it above the grass. That is pretty much all I can say. And looks like the 97 is going to be encountering more lap traffic in about a couple laps or so. Eyeballing it right now, the running order is Dale Ross, Robo, Shuffle, Northern, Fire, Seeker, Chase, and then Float. So don't worry about if your position is not correct on the leaderboard. I have positions. Shuffle still under fire from the number 3 of Northern. Not quite going to be able to make a run there. Fire closing in on Float. Fire, you got Float right, or Float, you got Fire right on your outside. Let him by. Thank you. You are clear. And Seeker is coming up on Float as well. He's going to have to work around him as well. Northern not making it easy on Shuffle today. My God. Troubles for him. Making it harder and harder for Shuffle to battle up there with Robo Mesa and try to catch up to Crucian, who slowly but surely started to open a pretty sustainable gap between him and the rest of the racers. Chase, you got Dale Ross coming up on you in turns 1 and 2. Let him by. All right, clear. And Dale Ross has cleared that lap traffic, so he is setting sail on a journey to try and keep that P1 position alive. No incidences yet. Floats around on the front straightaway right into a lead car. That was an incident with the lead car. The lead car kind of spun, floated around. He's going to try to correct himself on the front straightaway. And the troubles for the number 7 continue, and he will potentially go another lap down. Guess Fire was just a little fed up with him and just whatever happened back there, he was just not having any of it. Whatever it was. Shuffle currently running Northern into the grass. Them two getting into it. Northern almost goes up and over. Contact on the back straightaway. Oh, Shuffle up into the invisible barrier. He's going to fade all the way back to, I believe that is 5th, maybe 6th. And a little bit of an incident maybe up at the front there. Float's going to let Dale Ross by. Chase moving, Float out of the way. Float definitely not happy right now with the way he's running. Float, you got Robo Mesa right behind you. Gonna by and oh! Float is gonna swerve for Alright, Float is pulling it off. That is going to be the first DNF of the night. Very unfortunate. Thank you for coming out, Fire. Or, Float. Now it looks like Fire and Shuffle are in potential here to go a lap down from from Dale if he can maybe make this happen. Robo Mesa 3 seconds out. Shuffle's gonna turn the 88. He's around. Oh man. And about lap 45 or so, Dale might have the most laps on the day. We shall see how that goes. But soon enough, he's going to have Fireboy to deal with. And Robo's going to have to get around Chase if he wants to make up any ground. But it's just not happening. Oh, Chase getting into it with Robo a little bit. I think Chase let him by. So now Robo's going to be able to make his way however he can back up to Dale Ross. The gap is 4 seconds. Fire's going to get doored by Dale Ross. Checked up there. Well, fortunately enough for you, there really nothing came of that. Drivers are a lap down or either two. That including Chase, Fire. Well, Chase and Fire. Shuffles might be about to go to lap down. And I think Dale Ross is safely secure that most led laps position on the day. And he's got a hope and pray that nothing happens in the coming laps here, but with how strung out the field has gotten, I'd be hard-pressed to see what does happen. I mean, there is a potential for an LCI, but things have been fairly clean so far tonight. Chase, you have Northern coming up on you in 1 and 2. I'd let them by. All right, you're clear. And again, the running order is Dale Ross, Robo, Northern, believe it or not, Seeker, then Shuffle, then Fire, then Chase. So Northern still silently in the top 5. Has yet to make much of it, but we will see. Shuffle not having the night that he has wanted at all. About to be put a lap down by the 97. Shuffle, you got Dale coming up on your inside. I would let him by in 1 and 2. Oh, Shuffle's not making it easy on a Crucian. We might have a little race here. Nah, maybe not. There goes Dale and Fire. You got Robo on your inside. That was a very late call. I'm sorry, Robo. All right, we are clear on that. So really clear of incidences here thus far. Fire challenging for his lap back with Robo Mesa. Robo not having it. Side by side, they run out of turn 2. These boys are beating and banging. But Robo's going to clear off the outside. Man, the run off the outside is insane. I didn't even think that'd be the factor. Oh! Robo hard into the outside. Well, that's going to be a caution. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but all right. That might have been a little potential attempt to bring out a caution little deal right there. We shall check that back. That looked very sketchy. I don't know. That was a very hot take there. That might have been a potential I want to bring out a caution type deal at the end of the race there. Might have been a desperate maneuver by the 12. Or the 88 for that matter. We will see what we see on the seeing thing. So this incident happened in turn 2. So Robo just leaves the inside wide open, and Fire kind of just goes on by. I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, we're getting lucky, dog. We'll get there in a second. Here's the thing. That would have been... I would have called that more of an LCI if he hadn't let the inside be wide open. Fire was just going for it. The inside was wide open. And for the take. So... I'll put Robo to 3rd at the running order of the caution. Yeah. So Fire will not be knocked for anything. Robo, you're in 3rd. Alright, I don't want to hear no interesting call bullshit. Oh, well. Northern is going to give that 2nd running position back to Robo. Alrighty. Interesting stuff. Interesting indeed. So that caution came out on lap 56. So we'll be restarting on 58. Give each other room. I want to see some room between you guys. Northern, you don't got to give that much room. Unless you really want to. You don't need to give that much, but whatever. Everybody's going to be back on... Everybody's going to be getting at least 1 lap back. Nobody's 2 laps now. Everybody else is just 1 lap down. Alrighty, green flag is out here from Monadnock Speedway. Restarting here on lap 58 with 22 to go here from the high banks of Monadnock. Northern running very low. We got an incident on the back straightaway. And Shuffle may have missed the sector. And Shuffle getting into it. Jake, I'm gonna have you tell me exactly what happened, because I completely missed that video, which I definitely shouldn't have. 61 in the books, 19 to go. Running single file right about now. Northern Speed trying to catch up with everything he has to that 12 machine. It is just not happening. Secret closing in on the 3. Can he make a run in 3 and 4? Northern running as low as he can to the apron. Nothing is working. This 12 and 97 car just running damn near perfectly up at the front. And we know the history behind these two guys. No love lost between these two. Robo's going to mess up his exit just a little bit, but he might gain a little bit of ground because of Dale's exit there. He might have actually lost ground. Never mind. Oh, no. Still about 600th of a second off of Dale Ross. Northern going to tap the outside wall pretty hard there. Nothing comes of it. The gap is now up to 0.8 seconds between Akrushian and Robo Mesa. The gap is opening. And it's closed by about 0.1 second. By 100th of a second. Now it's up to 0.9 seconds, almost a full second between Dale Ross and Robo. Robo has done everything he could to try and catch up to the 97. It is just not working. 69, lap 69 here from Monadnock Speedway. Right out of turn 2, here comes Dale Ross, taking the 10 to go at the stripe. Robo's still very much in this. A catastrophic failure from Robo Dale could put Robo in a good situation like at New Smyrna. Last lap pass. But don't count Northern out either. The incident between the two leaders here could potentially put Northern in a winning position, and he has not been this close to winning a modified race since Richmond of season 1. And Robo is closing in that gap every single lap. It is now down to 0.6 seconds. He might have been holding off here, folks. This might be the last gasp we see from the 12. He's closing in on that 97, reeling it in. It is now 0.3 seconds at the line. Robo giving it his all right now. He's trying desperately to reel in that 97. Messes up his exit a little tiny bit out of 4. It's going to be 0.4 seconds at the line for Robo Mesa. And for Northern, the gap is just widening. And a little bit more of a slip up there from Robo Mesa. The gap will now be 0.6. 5 to go. Things are getting intense here from Monadnock. Robo Mesa closing in. But Akrushian doing his damnedest to hold off. Robo Mesa all the way up into the wall. That is 0.8 seconds at the line. That may or may not be the race there. We shall see. The race ain't over till it's over. 3 to go. Northern about 2 seconds out now from the leaders. So close but so far at the same time. 2 to go at the line. Akrushian has held that gap to a consistent 0.8 here in these final 4 laps or so. And he is going to come up to the white with the same gap. White flag is out here from Monadnock for the second running of the Granite State Derby. And exiting out of turn number 4 for the 3rd time in his career, Akrushian is going to win here from Monadnock Speedway. 3-0. Can you believe it, folks? that is his second Granite State Derby title. 2 in a row in season 2 and his 9th of his career. And we're getting some celebratory donuts here on the front straightaway here from Monadnock. Yeah, I don't think we've seen anybody do that. 3 consecutive wins at a racetrack in Kerry history. That is truly something special. And we're going to end the stream right there, folks. 29 minutes. Not bad at all. If you wish to stay for an interview, you are free to do so. Alright, stream has ended, and so has to the race. And not only that, but the Lake Pond Trout has been moved significantly closer to the victory lane. And we have about 4 interviews tonight. And that'll be a Crucian, Robo, Fire, and then Shuffle. Alrighty. Dale Ross is the JD Kelly from the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes.
Man, you were telling me in DMs earlier this week you were not locked in. You were not going to sweat for this race. You were not going to take it as seriously as you did in season 1. But, man, it's like you haven't left. I mean, the other domination that we saw out of you today was definitely not expected. And that pole position that you took on your last lap of qualifying was, again, just unexpected as hell. I guess this entire day you could say was unexpected as hell, but definitely a welcome one, a welcome surprise at that. How do you feel after such a utterly dominating day? And I think, honestly, it was a perfect day for you in points. I mean, you must be feeling pretty good after that.
Gosh, bro. I said I wasn't going to sweat, and then I did get the pole, but friggin'. Look, bro, me, Shuffle, and Robo was battling for like the first 20 laps there or so. I didn't get as many clips as I wanted to there because I couldn't like kind of rearrange my desk a little bit and my keyboards in weird places. I just couldn't do it. And I was like, man, I still want this. So I got up and I just got my line, got out there, and just started hitting my line right. And then I know I did not see the wreck, but I've been racing with Robo for 4-ish years now, and I know for a fact he calls that caution on purpose. I didn't even see it. I know for a fact he calls it on purpose. He's not going to say that right now. He's going to deny it for the next. He's going to deny it for the next 3-4 months. Then probably in the next 3 or 4 months, we're going to be talking. He's going to be like, yeah, I caused that on purpose. But that all come with time. I did it for the Lake Pond Trout. Yeah, I did it for the Lake Pond Trout. And also, Fireboy, you're looking quite handsome right now. And also, I can't believe it's been, what now, 3-4 weeks, and Shuffle's still getting slightly pushed around. I love you, Shuffle, but damn, welcome to stock car racing.
Yeah, man, it has been a rough few weeks for the 15, and we're definitely going to hear about that in his interview, but another thing that I want to ask you, man, is that last restart, man, that put you in a very tough position. That got very antsy at the end there. Robo was definitely closing in. How did you manage to stay calm, and how did you manage to hold that line so perfectly? And how are you just able to manage through a position like that you're put in? That was honestly pretty damn crazy.
Oh, I knew out of all people in this world, everyone's like Joey Logano in Tank Chassis. He's really good at like the late race crap. And when I think it was like 7 to go, he got within 3/10. I was like, yeah, he's gonna send me this next corner. So I kind of narrowed up my entry, and I don't know if that threw him off or something. But when I narrowed up the entry, I lost a lot of time in the corner. But I don't know if Robo just freaking creamed the wall or something. But I just gaffed him like 3/10, and then I just kept on hitting the exact same line, and I don't know, it worked. But it's nice to go 3 in a row here. I hate this track. I should love it, but I also don't like this track because I don't know, it's just kind of weird, but it also is cool, you know?
I mean, hey, if you win 3 in a row at a certain track, you got to start liking it to some degree. But definitely a great day for you, and honestly, you put on a pretty damn good show here from an ad knock. Definitely better than season 1 and 2 put on, but great day for you, Dale Ross. Always great to have you out here. Congratulations on your 2nd win of the season and your 9th of your career. Hopefully, we see you next week at North Wilkesboro.
North Wilkesboro, Robo, we got a history. We got a history
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are going to get in a little bit of a tangle early on. It might just cost you both the race.
Real. I remember, it's been a year now, so I can say this. We was like private messaging on the straightaways, and he was like, we calls a caution, and I was like, yeah, we probably should. But then I was like, well, I don't know, that would be kind of unfair, you know? You know.
All right. Well, 3-0 for you, Dale Ross. We'll see you next week.
All right.
And coming up in the runner-up position, that is the 12 of Robo Mesa. Robo, this is JD Kelly from the booth. Do you have a copy? Sure to God, if you have some stupid-ass voice changer on, I'm going to be pissed. Dale, I still have to get your victory link, but... yeah, it's definitely not nearly as bad as last week. Oh, reset? Yeah. Love. Alright, there you go.
Alright, so, that was honestly probably one of my favorite races I've had in your league. Really no bad blood with anyone today. I don't think I've had a race like that in a while. But, genuinely, that was probably one of the more enjoyable races I've had. The changes you've done to the track honestly made this a lot better than it was in the last running. I felt no stress at all. It was just a very fun race. First 20 laps I really don't think it was 20 laps, but sure as hell felt like it. The first
It was 10 laps or so.
Yeah, the first opening laps, those were just insane. Genuinely the most fun I've ever had racing. I raced a little bit dirty there with Northern. Didn't really mean to, but I did put him up a little bit there. We were just racing hard, and we just got forced into the stick. There wasn't any bad intention behind that. Somehow me and Shuffle managed to race relatively cleanly. Same with Dale. It's just a good race day. You know what? I guess I'll talk about the incident. The incident was just, I will say that it was not intentional, but I was expecting to be wrecked. I knew that the only way that there was going to be a chance was to watch it from home. So I just kind of stayed in the lap bar and hopefully it was the right. I got wrecked there. So that wasn't purely intentional. It was kind of just being in the right place at the right time. Didn't work out how I intended. I couldn't get back to the lead, but that's okay. Glad we'll go back into the lap and have to race there the last laps. We had to last 10 laps, I guess. The rest of it's just kind of besides wrapping it up. And I noticed that he started to crack up a little bit of pressure. Good. Then, when I get into situations like that, my heart starts racing a little bit too. So, I was running a perfect race today, but Bill just ran a more perfect race. So, that's really all I gotta say.
All right. Well, thank you for coming out and thank you for talking to us, Robo. Runner-up position is still going to help you out majorly in the points to keep up with Dale Ross and the 97 team. Congratulations on your podium, man. Runner-up again, still not terrible. We'll see you next week at North Wilkesboro. Yep. And coming up in 6th place spot, that would be Fireboy. Coming back from his mandatory dinner time. Fire, this is JD Kelly from the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, can you all hear me?
Yes, we can. Well, not exactly the day that you were looking for out of Monadnock here in the Granite State Derby, but definitely not a failure per se. You still managed a 6th place position. That's not last, so you still must be feeling pretty good about that. You're running fairly cleanly up in the top 5 there in the beginning. A little bit of an incident has kind of put you out of that top 5 positioning. What exactly happened from your perspective?
Shuffle, he raced, to be fair, I did race Shuffle a little bit aggressively, especially with this dog shit of a PC. Not usually what I race on, sadly, so this is why I did so bad. A little bit, I raced Shuffle a little bit aggressive, because lag, and, just me being overall aggressive. Then he dumped me, which led to the restart, or on the restart, I got a little bit angry at him, and I did a funny. So.
Alright, well, you heard it here, folks. He did a funny.
Yeah, I did a funny.
Well, anything else you got for us, Fire?
Next race is 100% going to be a fucking wreck fest. Hopefully I can do better next race. I did the calculations, and I'm still 3rd, I think. So that's good. I don't want Northern to pass me.
I don't know, man. We'll do. I will do the math, and I will do the calculations. I think you should still be in 3rd, but I think it might be a little bit tighter than you would have liked it to be out of this race. But still, not a bad performance out of you. North Wilkesboro might be a better day for you. We shall see. Congratulations on your race today, Fire, and completing it. Other than unlike some people, we'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
Alrighty, and ready to talk to the man, the myth, the legend himself here in the Discord chat. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Shuffled, a crossover kangaroo. Oh my god, he already had that typed out. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I didn't end where I had to end. Simple as that. Had a moment with Northern, that was fine, but Fire is asking to be kidnapped, raped, then murdered. We had some moments, and the guy ruined basically a chance to get into the top 5 for the both of us. But wasn't the best day of my life anyway, so fuck it. Also, I spun out Fire because he killed me multiple times before. Well, maybe some bad blood between you two coming into North Wilkesboro, I suppose. Maybe some
give a
things
shout out for
you might need
Shuffle for somehow managing to be ops with everybody.
Maybe some things you might need to remember coming into next race. Clean racing doesn't exist. Not on Roblox. Definitely not on Roblox.
That's real.
So basically killing everyone except Dale. Fair enough, fair enough.
I would like to point out that out of everybody in Cary, I'm definitely the cleanest racer.
Well, I guess that will end it for interviews, and that will end the day officially. Congratulations once again to Dale Ross for his win, and thank you for everybody for coming out once again in week 3. You guys are showing how much you appreciate this series. You guys are coming out in force each week. We've had at least 2 full fields already in this season, and almost full field in season, or in race 1. Hopefully we can get even that close. Hopefully we can get that number in week 4 as well. Thank you again for everybody who came out, and we'll see you next week.
Unreal. I would leave turning laps at Daytona right now. I'm just gonna wreck myself on the backstretch actually. Because I needed to lock in, because this is like a recruitment race. This is like an approval race. This is like, alright, look, this is SLC testing for this league, alright?
Dale, can you hear me?
I can hear the 8-bit mic, yes.
Alright, jeez, I see what you mean.
The classic.
So anything you want to talk about between me and you today? I just want to say GG. I'm about to close out my stream, but you know, if you want to say anything.
Oh no, I can't say anything.
Alright.
Yeah, no, that was cool. It was a baller.
GG.
Alright.
So that's gonna close up the stream. Thank you guys for watching. We are gonna be doing a test race this Friday. I don't know if it'll be streamed or not. We're just screwing around, testing to see how the mods do. And we're gonna test to see if double wide pacing works. Also, I just realized my stream is slightly fucked, so I do sincerely apologize that the entire stream was basically a zoom in of my car. But you know, that's okay. To those that somehow bared watching, thank you.